to the third and final lesson in my free YouTube course, How to Read the Tarot for Beginners. And in this lesson, we are going to look at how to make it easier for you to memorize the cards without remembering each individual card. And we're going to be doing that by looking at the structure of the tarot, symbolism within the tarot, numerology within the tarot, astrology and archetypes as well. This is the really exciting bit. I'm so glad you've joined me. Let's get right on with it. And like I said, in this lesson we're going to be looking at the cards and their structure. We're going to be looking at the symbols, the numerology, the astrology and the archetypes within the tarot for lots of different reasons. Once you understand how the tarot is set up and some of the structures within them, it helps with your readings, and like I said, it also helps you remember what each individual card means without memorizing each individual meaning. Now, this is a very free mini course. I've said it before in lesson 1 and 2, which if you haven't seen, the links will be below. This is a mini course. If you want a more in-depth course, go to my website starlightworkcircle.com and join the membership site there. Now, I'm not going to be going into huge amounts of depth about symbolism, about numerology and about astrology, because I will be doing separate bundles on them on their own. But I will be looking at how they are found within the tarot. Obviously, that's the point of what we're doing here. And even if you are reading the cards intuitively, please don't underestimate the importance of understanding the structure and the meanings behind some of the tarot cards. Now let's have a look at the big picture and how the tarot is structured. There are 78 cards in a standard tarot deck, and these are split between a major arcana and a minor arcana. There are 22 cards in the major arcana and there are 56 cards in the minor arcana. Now, when I first started reading all those years ago, I had it described to me like this. The major arcana are like the chapter headings. They're slightly more important than the minor arcana. But the minor arcana are like the story itself. So you can imagine they make up the bulk of what's going on. Now, the major arcana uses both archetypes and symbols, and each card is individual and stands alone. And as you look at the cards in the major arcana, a lot of them become clearly obvious as you take into consideration what that archetype or symbol means. For example, card 0, the first card. The archetype is the Fool. So of course this represents innocence and new beginnings. Another quite obvious card, of course, is the High Priestess. The High Priestess clearly represents a spirituality and a spiritual connection. The Devil, of course, in my interpretation certainly represents what bedevils us. And what does bedevil us is our blocks. A more symbolic card is, of course, the Star, although obviously this incorporates numerology, astrology, etc. as well. But the Star is all about dreams and wishes coming true. We like to follow our star, don't we? And we like to wish upon a star. And obviously each card has both a positive and a negative aspect. Now, just like the major arcana is the chapter headings, as I've said, the minor arcana are like the story itself. Now, the minor arcana are much more structured in their setup. There are 4 suits within the minor arcana, and each suit has 10 numbered cards, ace through 10, and 4 picture cards. Now, you may be thinking, that sounds very familiar. Of course it does. It runs very much along the lines of a standard set of playing cards. And of course, I heard a story that when the tarot was banned, the playing cards were created so that people could still read without illegally carrying tarot cards. And in fact, many people do read the playing cards. In fact, I've got my own set of playing cards that I can read as well. Now, the differences are, of course, there are 4 picture cards instead of the 3 picture cards that you get within the playing cards. These picture cards are different for each pack. For example, in the Rider-Waite deck, it is Page, Knight, Queen and King. In the Thoth deck, however, it's Knight, Queen, Prince and Princess. And as you look at other decks, there may be other variations. And there are variations in the suits as well. But traditionally, the tarot suits are Pentacles, Swords, Wands and Cups. And we're going to be having a deeper look into these 4 suits now. Now, the cups hold liquid and particularly water, and symbolically speaking, water is related to the emotions. So the cups are all about our emotions and our emotional side, and these particularly show us the aspects of love, especially in relation to relationships to other people, although obviously it depends on the pack that you have. And as you can imagine, the cups are related to the hearts in the playing cards. Now, as I've said, the cup holds liquid and particularly water, and the cups are associated with the water signs. And the water signs are, of course, Pisces, Cancer and Scorpio. The swords relate to our minds and our thoughts, and because it's our mind and our thoughts that cause the most problems in our lives, they of course are the most troubling and chaotic of the cards. The swords are connected to the element of air, and so are connected astrologically to the air signs that are Gemini, Libra and Aquarius. I nearly forgot that one there. Sorry, Aquarians. In the playing cards, these relate to the spades. Now, as you may have guessed from the name, the wands represent the more spiritual and energetic aspects of our lives. In many sets of cards, you will see flames on or around the wands. Yes, the wands are related to the fire signs, and these fire signs are, of course, Aries, Leo and Sagittarius. Now, the pentacles. The pentacles are very often shown as coins with the 5-pointed star on them. Now, as you can imagine, the coins represent the physicality and the physical world. As the pentacles represent the physical aspect of life, they are related to the element of earth, and so are astrologically related to the earth signs, which are Taurus, Virgo and Capricorn. These are related to the diamonds in the playing cards. So as we're shuffling and laying the cards, we can immediately see if we've got a major arcana or a minor arcana. If we're interpreting a major arcana card, we are looking at symbols and archetypes. If we have a minor arcana card, obviously the first thing that we're looking for is what suit does this represent and what is the symbol behind that particular suit. Now, if you are trying to memorise the cards without having to memorise each individual one, I would suggest the following. You can create a cheat sheet. Now, my card meanings are quite short and precise anyway, but you can also create a little cheat sheet that gives you a 1 or 2 word meaning for each card. Of course, practice, practice, practice. The more you practice, the more you will connect with your cards and the more you will be able to remember what each card means. And that really is all I've got time for. Now, as I've said, if you want a more in-depth course, go along to my website, starlightworkcircle.com, and join my membership site there. One of my bundles is a more in-depth beginner's tarot reading course. Now, thanks for joining me. If you did like this video, please like, share, comment and subscribe. Click the the bell and you'll be notified when a new video comes out. There are going to be lots of different videos coming out on lots of different topics, including symbolism, dreams, numerology, meditation, psychic development. So click the subscribe bell and I'll see you in the next video.